live with another preview. Can Newcastle United do the impossible away at the Etihad Stadium? We shall talk about it. We got Mighty Wayne, of course, Gary and Brent tonight for the show. It'll be a nicely, lovely preview tonight. I got Guinness in a schooner, so I don't know if that doesn't go. I don't have a Guinness glass, man. That's the one thing about England that I hate, man. You gotta get a specific glass for everything.
Well, here's the thing yesterday.
Proper drink is drink, man.
I heard for the first time ever, and the young people at the table couldn't believe it. The old people like me had never heard of it, and it's called splitting the G. Have you ever heard of splitting the G?
Hey, just
Well,
be careful, man.
exactly.
That
Hey,
doesn't
be
sound
careful.
like what it should
Hey,
be, probably.
No, what it is apparently, and apparently it's a big thing among students and everybody. When you get a pint of Guinness, a Guinness glass has the Guinness trademark sort of, halfway down the neck.
And you've got to drink to the line.
And in your first mouthful,
Oh man.
you have to drink to the line and split the G. And after, what the hell's that all about? But apparently the kids.
It's a big thing now.
Absolutely, yeah, it's massive now. Apparently, I'd never heard of it.
Yeah, you can win some beers if you know how to gulp. I'll tell you now.
Where are we getting into? And
It's just who we are, mate.
It's just who we are.
come
You've
on.
got to split that G, man.
When he said that, I was like, whoa.
Well, that's exactly what I said.
It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are.
All right. Man,
I'm shocked. Ainge is still around. They haven't fired him yet. That's
I
crazy.
know it's unbelievable. That guy, man.
I cannot believe it. What does he have on the Tottenham ownership?
I know that guy has been. I have no clue, but they lost. They lost two trophies in 1 week. That is.
Yeah, I figured that was what was keeping him, around was just the Carabao Cup, and as soon as they got knocked out, I figured he'd be gone.
Well,
No,
yeah.
but you see, they've got previous, haven't they? Because they've seen what happened when they let
Man,
Nunes
that ain't got
go.
nothing to do.
Nuno
The
go.
99% of the fan base wants him out, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
just-
But the same fan base wanted Nuno. Look what he's doing at Forest now.
well, I mean, you can say about Unai Emery and all them.
Pochettino was the same.
But then
No.
Nuno,
That was-
did he even last the whole season?
Nuno.
I mean,
Yeah.
man, they
No, he lasted 3
Was
months
he
or something.
okay, so yeah,
Yeah, see,
half a dozen games, wasn't it?
yeah. So Ainge has been around for at least a whole season and a half now.
All right. Well, we got to do the preview, ladies and gentlemen. So Newcastle United go away at the Etihad. Not a long travel. Just a little bit down south. Nothing else. Couple of hours. So that shouldn't be a big deal. But the big deal is we're playing against a tough team. Although they are not performing in.
It used to be a tough
No, they still are.
Yeah.
They still are. So let's take a look at what the people have been voting and saying. They are saying right there the Man City versus Newcastle predictions 707 votes. 18% go for a draw, 11% a Man City win, and 72% Newcastle win. So that is the polls as of late. I mean, of course, when we play against a team that can beat us, the Newcastle win from 90%, it goes to like 70, 60. So a lot of people go for a draw. I think I went for a 1-win draw as well. So what do you guys think? I mean, it's a tough one going away to the Etihad. Although they have no atmosphere, it's just that they have good quality players. And with that, I mean, that's all that matters, really. To be fair, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy to think that if you look at where the bookies have got them at the minute, which is 9 to 10 on, and when the odds are 9 to 10 1, the expected chance of winning is 53%. But in actual fact, Man City have only won 22% of the time with them odds. Newcastle are out at 12 to 5, which is a 29% chance of winning. and when the odds are at 12-5, the expected chance of winning is 29%. But Newcastle United actually win 43% of the time with these odds. So
That's
it
when
could
we
be
do our best.
closer. It could be closer than we think if that states.
Look at
There's
that.
never a better time to play them. Put it like that.
No, absolutely not.
You know, they've got to try and get the goal back against Madrid next Wednesday. So, you know, what teams are you going to put out? You can't possibly harbour any thoughts about winning the Prem.
Mhm.
So, his two trophies he's got left are the FA Cup and the Champions League. So, is he going to put all his eggs in those baskets?
I think he might.
Yeah, I think you might as well.
I think he might. By the way, Stephen Harker says Derek was a 1970s G splitter.
In the back of that taxi. Woo!
Hey, this guy, he does it to himself, man. We're trying to mind our business here. And then he comes up with these stories, man. Come on, man.
That was just last night at the quiz. I've ever heard it.
Last night.
The G splitter's still on after all this time.
Splitting the G. What?
Can't be bothered with all this YouTube politics.
You're not.
Uh,
All right,
I mean,
man.
there's not another channel like this one, is there?
No. Hit the like button. Hit the like button.
Look
Subscribe.
at that. Where's the football channel gone?
Exactly, man. Let me see. Tiger says, "Let's face it. We always struggle at the Etihad. Let's not get carried away. The Man City are poor because when we
There's
stay
Mr.
with-
Positive.
we lose."
Come on, Tiger.
But I mean, I think it can be done. Actually, I mean, I don't see it as an impossible thing. I just see what is our game plan? Is Newcastle going to? What are they going to do? I mean, it's would you go for a point? Can Newcastle really go for a point, or is it? I think we only got one way of playing, and you can't half do it. You know, either it's. I think football is a short blanket. You either cover your head or your feet, but you can't cover both. So,
I think it depends on who we've got fit, because if
Yeah, I was gonna say
we've
that.
got more or less a full complement, I would go with I would try doing an Arsenal against them.
you
You
try
see,
to-
back.
we don't have enough center backs. We don't have enough. Center.
No, I'm going to say that with the two of them still feeling it, even though they've come through the scans now, they're still feeling some pain or discomfort in the areas of the injury. So the other question is, and again, I'm to a degree with you. And if we could go out and put a team out like we did against Arsenal, I think there's every chance. The one thing you've got to think about, right, is if we allow them to come at us the same as they did at home, where they got that sneaky Vardiol got that sneaky goal, we screwed up once in the entire game, really defensively. And I think at home it's going to be the same thing for Man City at the Etihad. It's going to be a difficult 90 minutes if we just sit back and wait. I think now they've lost Akanji to injury, their centre backs is going to be a little bit more of a who's going to come and play. And I think when you look at, if we've got the lads firing up front, I can think now, if you look at, a week or two's time, nobody else gets injured. We've got 6 players now. The way Osula played on the right side, you've got Wilson back if he stays fit. So you've got literally like for like in every position. And I'd like to see a little bit more, because the one thing with Osula for me, having watched the Birmingham game again, I don't think Osula knows what he's going to bring to the game. So how the hell does the opposition? You know what I mean? And for me, that could be that little bit of a notch, because nobody knows how he's going to play. He'll give you 100%, but you never know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah, but as I say, don't forget last season, if J7 had taken his chance on 8 minutes, it would have been a completely different game, I think. And
Well,
that
there is
was-
a cat.
that was
There is
after
a
we'd just been beaten off Brighton, if you remember. We
Yeah.
had two tough away games on the trot.
there is a counter argument to what you were saying, and what you were saying makes sense. They have 2 trophies to try to win this season, but the counter is, and I think you're probably correct, but the counter is, 5th place is pretty wide open right now, and this is a direct head-to-head match for that fourth and fifth spot. You know, Chelsea, Bournemouth, and us are all in there with City. So, you know, do they really want to drop points against us, or do they want to kind of solidify their Champions League spot for next season? Because this season hasn't quite gone as well as they had expected. They have so many injuries now. Maybe they're more focused on the Premier League to try to stay in the Champions League, so that next season they have the possibility of running through the Champions League again. Because if they fall sixth, seventh, they're not even going to have that availability next season. They won't be in the Champions League.
I just think Pep's a winner. So
No, I agree. No, I agree. And that's why I think you're right.
I think he's already more or less given up hope on the Prem. So
Gonna be a
that's
tough
what
challenge
that's
to
what I'm
go to.
hoping for, certainly.
But it goes to, contrary to what you said though, because I mean he is a winner, so he's not just going to give up games.
No, I'm not saying he's going to throw the game by any stretch of the imagination. What I'm saying is his priority. If there's decisions to be made, I think his priority will be on Wednesday, getting a goal back.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, it's going to be a tough ask, that, isn't it? And it's how the mentality of the players. Because I mean, sometimes it's very difficult to come away from a loss like they did, in control of the game up until, what was it, 83, 84 minutes? No, I'm going to say in control, in the lead, and really didn't need to go gung-ho. They could have just controlled the ball, and it was just really sloppy play by Man City to concede 2 goals as late as they did. Well, thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
Shout out to Mr. Ian, and it has gone to Martin Makepeace. So
Something else I do want to point out too is you remember our first matchup. Gordon was our forward. Isak was out with his broken toe, so City hasn't seen Isak in his current form, and I think that gives us a great advantage going into this. I mean, I think we all know Isak's on the top of his game, and they're without some of their key defensive players, and obviously midfield. So, if Isak can continue to kind of do what he's been doing, and he's done it against the best, he's done it against Liverpool, he's done it against Arsenal 3 times now. That gives us a huge advantage going there.
right, I do agree with that. I mean, they have not faced the Isak that we got now. I think Isak's playing better than Haaland. So it's going to be they're going to have to be they're going to be busy. Their center backs. So I think we can beat them. So
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. I mean, a couple of players for Man City that have had a steady season, and that's why I was talking about Asula, is Gvardiol. Gvardiol likes to go forward, and for me, I would rather have somebody like Asula, who's going to muscle him and take him the other way a lot more times than him getting the ball and coming forward. And I saw Kenny W. I wouldn't put Asula through the middle at all. The one thing that Asula has a problem with is having that in front of goal technique. He snatches at the ball a little bit. He's not quite got the confidence in front of goal. And that's why I said, for me, while we've got the likes of Isak, who's our main striker, with Wilson back in, on the right wing now, you have got Murphy to start. And when you bring Asula on, when they've got a bit tired, he can cause them no end of trouble. Absolutely crazy, to have now that you've got this young kid that's come on and he's just full of running. And he just wants to get involved, and he'll hassle and he'll run. And like I say, you just don't know what you're going to get off the end of it.
yeah. By the way, before I forget, we're going to do 3 giveaways tonight. 3 giveaways. 3 giveaways for members only. So congrats to Martin Makepeace. If you're watching, you're going to be eligible because you got to be obviously watching. So if whoever gets gifted memberships, they're going to be able to participate, and as well as members. If you become a member, if you're not a member now, become a member. If you're not a member yet, become a member now so you can participate later on. And what we're going to give away, listen, man, this costs a lot more than your membership, so you better be grateful. It's we got a Newcastle glass. I'm joking.
Glass, it's a
I'm
mug,
grateful for our
man.
members. Sorry, a mug. I apologize. You got, and then you got the other one is going to be this mug right here. I like that one. That's a proper one.
Yes, that's a proper one.
And let me. There we go.
I need that one.
Exactly. That's good. And then we're gonna give away this as well, which is a set of stickers for Tune fans out there. Something cool. And 3 giveaways. So please become a member if you're not already and participate later on. We might do give the first one here in a minute. But who knows? Who knows? So stay tuned. At the end of the show, watch the whole thing because we're going to be giving away 3 lovely things for the Tune fans out there for the members. So, all
And we're
right.
still waiting, by the way, for quite a few predictions in the prediction league. Hell says, "Oh, thank you very much."
Here's how it's for gift of the membership.
Yeah, Sean.
Going to Anthony Brett. Anthony Brett. There you go. Shout out to you, my friend. Congrats.
Oh, is that Roger? Was that Roger Moore?
Who?
Lord Brett?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
No
And
idea, man.
what was it? The not the yeah, the Persuader.
Mighty Win will love the Lasses mug. There you go.
No.
They get to his tie.
Well,
ladies.
actually, no. This is going to be either Howie the Lads or Lasses. Either way, I mean, I will look for. I just noticed it Lasses. So whichever. Mighty Win will return it. Dean Young says Osula looked quality on the right. Admittedly, it was against Brumley. Was it against Brumley? Yeah, it was. And then
Yeah.
against
And Birmingham.
Oh, so he said the Brumley. Maybe, yeah. All right. But defenders hate facing pace. He has pace in abundance. Certainly does. Certainly does, Osula.
And
but
no little skill, by the way.
man, put your
He's
glasses.
got good footwork, but like I said, he hasn't got like I think, like I say, because he's full of zest, he's full of motivation. He just needs to calm down sometimes with the ball at his feet and get that little composure, because that's the only. And under Eddie Howe, it'll come. It will come, but like I say, you're not going to see the full benefits of him, and probably for another 12 to 18 months. But I'll tell you something now. I think he's looking more and more the player we wanted him to be. And if he can just do a job for us on that right-hand side for the rest of the season until the summer, until we know where we are, why not? I think it's been a gamble that may pay off in the end.
Yeah. And you got to give credit to Howe for throwing him on the right like that, figuring out,
I
what
don't
he
think
could
he
do
had
over
much
there.
choice, though, Brent, did he?
True, but still, I think it's a good move, and I think it might, like you say, it might work out. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right. What else do we got? Do you guys want to go to Man City? I got some insights, actually. Manchester City have scored 11 goals in their last 5 matches. They're doing that bad. They're scoring 11 goals in the last 5 matches.
That's what you've got to watch.
Haven't kept a clean sheet in 6 matches. That's one thing right there to look at. Average 2 goals per match. Manchester City. Newcastle United have scored 10 out of the last 5 matches. Isak has the most shots on target per match for Newcastle, 1.6. Bruno has created the most big chances for Newcastle, 11 big chances created for Bruno. I think that's a result of him being loose and not having that job of having to keep the equilibrium in the midfield, if for lack of a better word. Mighty Win. I surprised you with that one. What are you doing, man?
Equilibrium. I'm putting a list in the chat as to who we want the predictions of.
Man, we're not gonna babysit these people, man. They either put their predictions or not. So stop losing your mind over. They're gonna have to figure it out, man. They're in it. They put their £5. They're gonna have to play, man. Plain and simple. We're not babysitters over here, Mighty. We're not have to babysit you enough. Do anything, man. So
yeah.
Interesting insights. But pretty similar to us. We've scored 11 goals. We scored 10. They scored 11. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's pretty even.
I mean, it's 5th versus 6th, both on 41 points, both got the same goal difference. They've scored more but conceded more. I don't think you could get a game any tighter, if I'm honest with you. This to me isn't how our forwards perform, because I think the chances in this game could be few. So you have to be clinical in front of goal. We all know we can defend. We can defend really well when the mindset is there. I just think we have to be clinical when we're up top and we get the chances. Because at the Etihad, I mean, I've just been looking at some of the past results. They've really gone to town with some. Forest they beat 3, West Ham they beat 4, Chelsea they beat 3, but then they go and draw against Everton, who have obviously had a bit of a turn in stature and obviously lose 2-1 to Man U. So again, the one thing I've noticed with Man City is they aren't firing on all cylinders and they do concede goals. There's only, like you said, Chris, there's only been one, I think, is it one game that they haven't conceded a goal, and that was back in December. And that was against Forest. Every other game, they've conceded goals.
Mm. Yep. Interesting. And yeah, you are right in that sense. Defensively, they're not the greatest, and I think that with Gordon and Isak, we might be able to do something.
They've just got Aki back, which I think is a big thing for them.
Injuries for both teams. You got Grealish with a groin injury. On their side, a Kanji with a muscle injury as well. That's a big letdown. Oscar Bob with a broken leg. Whoa, what's his broken leg? Doubtful. What are you talking about doubtful for? His leg is broken. There ain't no doubt.
Well, he broke it in the preseason, so I don't know if he's getting closer or not.
You're right. All right, we got another super chat there. Thank you to Michael McIntyre.
Michael.
We can win. Tune. Cheers, man. Appreciate that.
Cheers, buddy.
Appreciate it. Can't see us losing, says Stephen Field. 1-2 the tune. And Rodri, of course, out for the season according to this. So he's still not ready yet.
Well, and yet Gary, you were saying on whatever day it was,
you gonna throw him
breakfast that you'd heard rumours about Rodri being fit again.
No, that was the Monday.
Well, he's in the Champions League squad, and like I say, that could be just them throwing a name out there, and it could be mind games from Pep. A lot of the Man City fans, or a lot of the supporters that were on social media, and there was a couple on podcasts that were saying, potentially we could have Rodri back, hopefully for the Newcastle game. But like I said, it's all hot air. But he is definitely in the Champions League squad. So, and that tells me that Pep is concentrating more on that Champions League game on Wednesday than he will be on the Saturday game against us.
Another one flying.
We got a big one coming. We got a big one coming, ladies and gentlemen. Mercury Dime. Thank you. Gift of 5 memberships. Look at that, man. Everybody's
that's going to be 5 extra in the.
Because
they have to be in the chat to get the gift.
Have to be in the chat with 3 draws, ladies and gentlemen. So lovely. Here in a minute, we're going to be giving away 3 items for 3 different people, members, of course, of the channel. And by the way, I was telling the lads, we're working on the website to take it to another level. We might even incorporate an app so you can download easy on your phone. You click on it and you have all the access to all of our stuff. We're going to have to start putting separate content over there. So, we are becoming independent a little bit, because obviously YouTube is its own entity and they set the rules. And so we're trying to be a little bit more independent. We're still going to be on YouTube bringing you everything that you like. But, we're going to start doing that as well. So please stay tuned for all of that. So Mercury Dime has gifted memberships to John Lucas, to Jordy, to Spenny Fan Chris. Why do I see a lot of Spenny Fan? Like Spenny, like that name. What is that?
Spenny Moor is a place in Durham.
Okay, so because I see that on X as well, like Spenny, this guy, Spenny. And then you got I Like Coffee, got a membership. And
welcome, I Like Coffee. We don't see you very often.
And Toon Doc. There you go. Look at that. Toon Doc in the building. Got another one.
Indeed.
We've got our very own Toon Doc, haven't we, guys?
Well, I wouldn't go down as the Doc.
Cheers. Mercury Dime. Thank you, my friend. Lovely. What's an app, says Kenny. Well, if we have to explain to you what's an app, then we might have an issue. But no worries, man. We're gonna send the Mighty Wind to sort you out. I don't know who's gonna sort who out, but
good luck with that one.
I guess so. Check up from the neck up.
And Beard says, how do people call up on the reaction show? So basically, we put up a link in the chat. You click on that link, and you join via your phone
in the studio.
Pretty simple. So you can come on, have your say, man, on the reaction, instant reaction. Again, we're gonna have another full review of the game after the waters have settled down and everything. We can watch the game over again and all that stuff. Probably the next day or so on matches. The next day after match day. But the instant reaction is just a gut feel, and fans come on and have their say. So yeah, it's just a link on the chat, and that is it. So injuries, we finished with Man City, Newcastle United, Burn with growing issue as well. Doubtful as well. Well, it says late February for this, so it doesn't say doubtful. It says late February.
Oh, what is that?
Burn, yeah. Um, Barnes is doubtful as well. Maybe he's getting back to
Another 2 weeks for Barnes, they say.
yeah. Lascelles, of course, we know Lascelles. Joe Linton, knee injury late March. This thing says Fat Mob. Don't know where they get their information from, but man, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. If he misses the final, man, we're going to have to look. That's not going to be good. Batman as well, knee injury, doubtful. What?
Yeah, he suffered that. If you remember, he suffered some pain on that challenge. Hence, he was missing against the Birmingham game, and they were saying everybody was concerned about it being his ACL, but it's the different. It's his other leg. Is it right leg that he's injured? But they reckon that literally is just a bruise at the back of the knee that's causing him some discomfort. A little bit of a burster behind the knee.
Right. So, yep. Well, that's.
But they're Byrne and Botman apparently having a light fitness test on Friday, and they may even give them till Saturday morning before they decide if they're in the squad or not.
Yeah. All right. Well, we shall see, but we're gonna have to decide something ourselves because when we do the lineups, and One Football has a predicted lineup for Man City. They have some injuries as well. Their predicted lineup is Ederson, Nunez, Diaz, Ake, Guardio, Nico, Kovacic, Savinho, Marmoush, Foden, and Haaland.
So they've basically put Marmoush in there for Stones.
For start. No, Mamouche is forward, isn't he?
Yeah, I
No,
know
he's
that,
attacking.
but
like a
they
10.
had Stones
Oh, yeah,
playing central mid, didn't they?
Centre mid. Yeah.
So basically, this is the lineup right here. Let's show it real quick for Man City. They have Ortega in here. I don't know why they got Ortega. There ain't no way Ortega's playing. I think it's gonna be Mr. Ederson, unless Ederson is hurt. I don't think he is.
No.
And then Stones, Akanji, Nunez, Vardio, Kovacic, Silva here. I don't Silva playing that low. I've never seen that.
Yeah, he does. He does
Oh,
come
actually,
back into
you're
that
right,
deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Savinho on the left, Marmoush, Foden, and up front, Erling Haaland.
That's a top four, by the way.
That's a good four.
That's a good attacking lineup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we really need to be careful with Marmouche.
Yeah.
He's turned out to be a really good player.
Well, he's certainly got the movement and he knows, the give and goes and stuff like that. But again, he's a player who's trying to impress. So
Exactly.
to me, he's trying too hard at the minute. He needs to relax. And obviously, if he goes into the game with that impression in his head, because obviously he's also vying for a position but I think he was put into the Champions League team for the knockout stages. So again, these guys are all pushing for the same. The team. So for me, he has got to relax a little bit, but he does look a beast. And we all know what the rest give. But for me, when I look at this team now, if Silva does drop into the middle of the park, that's a battle we can win.
Oh yeah.
And I think if we manipulate that midfield to a degree, what you've got then is one of the four at the top have to drop to support the lads in the middle of the park.
And that'll be interesting if Marmouche is in the middle, because I think his previous two games he was on one of the wings, I want to say. But if he's in the middle, then that's a Tonali Marmouche matchup, and that'll be a very fun, very interesting matchup for us. I just don't want this to be the game where he gets off and gets going for City.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's all it is. It's a goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, your season starts.
Yep.
I just want to be brave.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we are not. I don't think we are capable of sitting back and defending.
I agree.
So we've got. I think we've got to play our game and say to them, right, come on and bring it on. And I know that could sound reckless, but That's otherwise. I think we will get beat if we try and with that front four. If we try and play them at their own game and just defend, we're going to come unstuck.
Mm.
Mhm.
And I think Eddie knows that, by the way.
Yep. All right. So and let me look at some comments here. Kevin Bell says it doesn't feel or look like a team we should fear anymore. Um, no, no. I mean, I
Don't know
will say
about.
that
I
we
mean, offensively, they're outstanding, in my opinion, still. It's their defense that's really let them
That's
down
right.
recently.
I think you can say that with us as well. You know, our defense, they score so easy on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And
you've got
so
a Kanji in that lineup still, though, but he's out, isn't he? Exactly, that's in. Because you didn't mention Stones early on when you said what the lineup was going to be.
well, I mean, this is Spot Mob. The other one's predicted by One Football, so it's all predictions, man. We're not Pep. You want to call Pep and ask him?
No, all I'm saying is that from the lineup that you read out,
So
I was whipping through them in my brain, and
who
I said,
who?
"Oh, that's Marmouche for Stones."
No, man. How could you? Marmouche is not going to play as a center back.
No, I know that, but I thought they'd gone an extra one up top
No,
and
And dropped a
taken
midfielder down.
Stones out the middle.
that's
I'm
it.
trying
Yeah.
to remember who was playing back four the other night. Or did they play
Well,
back three the other night?
I tell you what. What's more important? This lineup right here. We need to figure
Right.
this out. Well, first of all, we need to sack all these from the cup. So take Pope out. Is Pope or Dubravka? Pope or
Oh,
Dubravka?
Dubravka
it's
every
definitely
day.
going to be Dubs.
And me.
Pope or Dubravka? No question.
Dubs for
Pope.
me.
Yeah. So let's go one by one, I guess. Let me see. Dubravka, gonna grab him, put him in there. No big deal. And then you got Burn.
Lewis.
I doubt Burn is gonna play, so I don't think he's gonna play.
Well, who's it going to be then? Kraft and Shea.
No,
No, it'll be one of them. It'll be Botman.
Yeah, it'll have
Botman,
to
I
be
think.
I
Botman
think
or
so.
Burn, but it'll probably be Botman.
Well,
He's probably
I don't think. You
slightly
guys think Kraft is gonna
more
play?
healthy now.
No,
I
no.
don't think Kraft is gonna play.
I think it's
Botman
Botman
and Kraft
and Shaw.
and
Yeah.
Shar. Yeah, Botman and Shar. Yeah. So where's Botman at? We can put him in there. There we go.
I think you can gamble with one of them. I don't think you could gamble with the two of them with an
No.
injury.
Yeah, so you got Botman there, Fabian Scher. That's pretty good center back duo, to be honest.
Lewis Hall.
And then Lewis Hall, of course. So you got Lewis Hall here. I'm gonna put him right up there on the left side. All right. So in
Obviously.
my starting 11, I put Trippier on there.
I would too.
I would too.
I love me some Trippier. So would you guys change it for Livramento?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You would.
Pull-
I would.
pull-
I'd throw Trippier off. I'd
Yeah.
put Trippier
Yeah.
on definitely.
Yeah.
To man it, you need somebody who's going to captain the back four, and
Yep.
he captained them against the teams previously. He's done really well. I think you'd be mad not to.
Yeah, I really enjoy the Trippier there. I think he's gotten his mojo back. I think
Yes.
he's a leader. He's experienced. He's at the beginning he had an issue with letting go of the captaincy. You know, he had a few attitude things here and there, but he's
Well, his personal life as well.
that too.
Oh,
That
yeah.
too.
That was the main thing at the time, wasn't it?
But I think this run in the Carabao Cup has really kind of opened his eyes
Galvanized.
back up to. I think he's fallen back in love with the club going through this run. I think is what it is.
Well, I mean, he was a beast. The one thing that I love with Trippier being in, it gives Lewis Hall a bit more freedom down that
Yeah.
left-hand side because they all shuffle across a little bit. Because what you saw with Arsenal was not only Trips dropping into that number 6 slot, he also dropped in as the third centre-back at times.
Yeah. So let's go to midfield. Then I mean Longstaff.
Nah, he's staying. He's starting for sure. Starting Longy.
Yeah, he's got to start instead of Tenali, surely.
Okay, so let me see. Where the hell is come on, man. Tonali, the king of the midfield. And then you got Bruno. Where's Bruno? Right here, Bruno. All right. And then you got so that midfield right there. I think it's going to be Willick. I don't J7 obviously.
Yeah, I think Willock will probably
Yeah,
start.
and if it is Willick, then we definitely need to be pressing forward because Willick is not a defensive. He does not
No.
track back. He does not defend well. So we really should focus on, coming at him.
Mm-hmm.
And
All
then
right.
we've got Alexander the Great up front.
So Gordon and Wilson off 100%. And where's Isak? There you go. No doubt. By the way, Isak next year, the club needs to do an executive decision. Give him the number 9. Stop fighting around. Wilson stays or don't stay. We're gonna get to that in a minute. At the end of the show, we're gonna do
He
some.
doesn't necessarily want it though.
Well, he ain't gotta want it, but it's the club. I'm making a decision. The number 9 needs to be the proper number 9, man. Give it to Isak. Osula's out, and then you got the
Right there. He's
unbeatable.
right there. He's right there.
Where the hell is he, man?
He just skipped over.
Oh, I
There
never
you
see
go.
him, by the way. Every time we do this, I never see him. He's like John Cena. He can't see me.
There you
Anyways,
go.
so I think that's the lineup. I mean, nothing more, nothing less. We got Willock. You got to play Willock. So other than that,
I do find that that's going to block us down that left-hand side, though, with the Willock, if I'm honest. Because what you get there, he plays very similar role to J7 did before Anthony Gordon started to play on the inside left position. You would have him playing on that inverted left. So what you'll get with these three now, with Hall, Willock and Gordon, probably all sitting in the same 10-yard space. And where we will beat the likes of Man City and really get at them is if they all give themselves freedom to run. Unless Anthony Gordon drops into that 10 slots, which allow Willock and Hall to drop down into that left wing slot, where obviously Willock did well against Birmingham on that left wing. I mean, some of his movement was really good, getting into the box late. Something that we don't see enough of from Anthony Gordon at times. He seems to stay a little bit too far back. That's why I think now we're starting to see him in a more central position. He's getting more chances at goal. He's obviously linking up with Isak better. So I think you'll find that Gordon will be the lad who sits inside, and it'll be Willock and Hall that go out on the outside.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. All right. And I mean that's it. That's the lineup, isn't it? It's no questions. I wouldn't think.
Well, there's the centre back dilemma. If
Yeah,
they're
there's
fit
definitely
or if they're not. And if not, then Kraft comes in.
but they're fit though. Who wouldn't be fit?
And then the only other big dilemma for me is J7 or Miley.
J7 can't play, man.
They're not J7, man.
Well,
Willock or Miley.
I just do not see Eddie Howe playing Miley.
Not in this one.
No.
He doesn't really trust young guys like
No, and
that.
you have to think the Birmingham game, Willick just put 2 through.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know. So I think that's
You
even
could
more
argue he
likely he's
deserves
going to
his
start
place.
because of it.
Yeah. It's one way of looking at it. I think that's what Eddie's going to do anyway. I mean, he's not really. Let's be fair. He's not really a manager that gives young guys a lot.
No, exactly.
He doesn't.
I mean, Willock does worry me in the centre of the park, I must admit. I just think
Yeah.
he's a bit lightweight and he's a bit too forward thinking in my eyes.
Yeah.
Doesn't like to run back enough for me. And that's what I said. I like the way he plays out on that wing. I'm not so sure in the centre.
Yep. That's why Botman's health is going to be so important because
Yeah,
he's
it
going to
is.
have Holland and Tonali's going to have Marmouche or whoever's in the middle there. And that's going to be a tough assignment. And without, J7, that's going to leave Lewis Hall on the edge by himself now. So, but I have a lot of confidence in him. I think he'll be all right.
All right, let's go with some chats from the beginning of the show and see what people are saying. We're doomed. We're doomed. Carragher and Merson both said we will win on Saturday.
Yeah.
Bogus says, Chris, WTF is that hat? Hey man, this is my cowboy hat. This is the American Mags hat, man. Come on. If you're one of the first watchers, you know this hat. Stephen Harker, there it goes. Oh yeah, we saw that. Yeah, we're not gonna get into that, man. Come on, man. Oh man, don't do it. Don't win. He's retired now, man. He's gone. The game, yeah. He's not. He's gone, man. He's out. He's retired. He's just enjoying life. No drama. Just yeah. Kelsazar 2-1, 2-win. Stephen Harker, we are playing better than City. Um, Stephen also says 5 at the back. Shar making Foden between marking Foden between the lines. Masterclass. I think that was
Well, that you need another centre half to do that. Though.
no, we
That's the
don't.
only
We don't.
problem.
Dean Young, even in all, we will never have as good as the chances now. They are not the side they were. Even at 2-0 down, we would be in the game.
Yep.
When they concede their fallout, bring them on. Oki says, I would take a loss in this one with our squad. We aren't getting top 5 anyway. Ooh, Boki.
Okay.
Okay, man. All right. Tells us our Champions League is more important. Money talks. They will spend big in the summer. Stephen Field here says we have Tonali as well. That swings the match for us. Beard says they already knew Osula could answer the right wing question. I suspect. Monin, they
Meaning,
meaning. Sorry, my goodness, meaning they could wait for the summer or maybe even say 50 million for a center back. I mean, could that be? I mean, that's one hell of a gamble. But
That's what I said. I'm
I
not sure.
hope
I'm not
not.
sure it's. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, I
sure.
don't think it's that long
Usula's
term,
the.
but
I don't think Usula's the answer long term, but he's a short stop answer.
Dean Young says, "Did you guys see the history of the club was changed officially on the club website?" I did see about
Yeah.
that. It went back to 81 now. So officially, the club is founded in 1881.
Stanley.
So now it's clarified by officially by the club. So maybe we should get Paul Giordano back on the show and speak on what he thinks about that one. I think he did
Well,
agree.
he's been advocating that for a long time.
Yeah, he did agree with that. Yeah. I think you should give it because the two merged. You should give it to
But
the
the point is they didn't merge.
well, one went bankrupt. But the point is,
Yeah,
it should go to the oldest club, whichever was,
yeah.
East End or
Which
West
was
End,
East End of
and that's what
Stanley.
goes. It goes to 1881. So Mighty Win was. Well, how old were you then?
A couple of
57.
Oh,
I can't be bothered with all this shooting.
Believe me, together we can change
that's
history.
right, baby.
That's what they've done today on the
They
website.
changed history. They changed history,
Yeah.
man. Kevin Bell, he doesn't feel or look like a team we should fear anymore. We read that one, I think. Mercury Dime, in big games like this, you need trips to gob off at everyone. He's the man for that. By the way, he was very active against Arsenal. Very, very active, man. Impressive. Sam A. Totally agree. Wouldn't be surprised Eddie went with a back 5 again.
But that, if we've got the players,
Yeah, exactly. We don't have the center backs. I mean, you can put Kraft though. That means, but
yeah. If Botman's fit, I'm worried it's going to be Kraft and
Botman's
Shea.
fit. Man. Botman's fit, man. Come on, why are you doubting on Botman? There's nothing on Botman. I mean, he
Well,
might.
there's
Or
an injury doubt, and he's
yeah, you're right. You're right. But if that's
I
the
mean,
case,
we should have a lot of confidence. We just went to Arsenal and got a W.
Yeah.
We went to United, got a W. Went to Tottenham, got a W. So
There's only Chelsea beat us in the top 6.
yeah, and I wish we could play Chelsea right now too. I wish this was a Chelsea game because I don't feel like Chelsea's hitting on a whole lot right now either.
Yeah, they've had their little purple patch.
all right. John Boy says I really like Miley to be given his chance over Willock. Maybe that's something, But I mean, realistically, we don't think that Eddie Howe's going to do it. It's just. I mean, we would like that for him to give him more time that he's getting. Maybe be one of those changes at the 60th minute that Eddie Howe brings in all the time. Maybe be Miley, but he doesn't do it. I mean, there's nothing we can do. Kenny, if it wasn't for the linesman, Willock missed a 6-yard sitter. That's right, and that's the way I analyze football. By the way, that's the way you need to analyze football.
It was a
Because he
goal.
literally missed. He missed. Man. It was bad. That's what I'm saying. It's like saying a center back he gets a 10 because he scored the last minute winner. No, he needs to do his performance as a center back, and that goal, no, that is a bonus, like Fabian Scher. It's just a bonus, but you can't expect him to do that. So that's the way I look at football anyway. Kevin Bell, I think Willock will get lost in this game. His out of position game is poor, and Man City will have a lot of the ball. He'll be missing in a lot of the game. Finally,
That's my
Beard.
worry.
Finally, Beard says nobody complained about Willock this season. We finished fourth, and he was in the middle. Mind, lads, he is a good player when fit.
Well,
So
that was his purple patch that Miggy went through as well, and that, to be fair, Murphy's going through right now. Although Murphy's is lasting a bit longer.
yeah, shout out to the new face I'm seeing. Tune on tour, City shitting it. So
Yeah,
shout out to you.
on the City fan sites,
They're not
they are
comfortable,
not
are
looking
they?
forward to
They're
the
not
game
happy.
at all.
Well, of course not. They're not happy when the Magpies come to the little tune. Well, not so little, really. Mason Evening says, Mason, shout out to you, Mason.
Amazing.
All right. So that was the chats. What else we got going on here? Ooh, we gotta do player by player. Ooh, man, oh man,
Ooh.
oh my. Man, oh man, my oh my. And so this is the section where you tell us basically who would you rather have? Who would you rather choose? And you know, be objective. Be objective because that's the objective of the game, of the exercise. So the first one, Martin Dubravka versus Ederson. Oof.
Sadly, no competition, I'm afraid. As
Let
much
us
as I
know
love
what you think.
Dubs.
Yeah, Ederson for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
John Boy says on current form dubs.
Wow.
No, Ederson made a tremendous save in that last game that they had against Madrid. Excellent save. I think it was on Mbappe. I can't remember, but he's a good one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What do you think, Gary?
Well, I mean, if you look at, I mean, I've just seen Hell's in there. Edison has shown a lack of interest, but I think that's stemmed from the team. I think there's been like I say, there's been a different mentality in the City side. But if you look at the player on player, the skill set of Edison, foot wise, actually commanding the box as well. I don't think you could change or even say it's not Edison. I mean, he is a good goalkeeper.
Hmm. All right. Well, it looks like who won that one? I think Edison, right?
Yeah.
Edison, yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. We're gonna go next with man. This is not good, man. Well, actually, I don't know. I thought we had Burn. My apologies. So we got Botman. It's a tough one, man. Botman versus Stones. I mean, John Stones is
It's the
it's proven.
battle of the hospital boys.
Mm.
Yeah, but I mean, John Stones has proven more in his career than.
Yeah. I would still take Stone. Listen, I'm not. I haven't fallen into this
No, I'm taking Bobman.
belief yet that Botman is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Well, he's better than Burn, so.
Well, you say that.
And 90% of the Toon fans.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Bobman.
All right, so Gary, you
5 years younger.
Yeah. If you were buying a player now, without a doubt, you would buy Botman.
Yeah, isn't that what we're doing?
Oh, I don't know about that either, man.
No, we're talking about current form right now.
Shout out to Mr. Michael. Says
Again.
hi, good night, Toon.
Thank you.
Shout out to you, Michael.
Oh, good night, Michael. Thank you.
Good night, buddy.
So Batman,
Um,
what do you think?
I mean, I love the versatility of John Stones because you can play him in that sixth position. He's good with his feet. John Stones is probably more of an all rounder than Sven Botman, but like everybody said, Sven Botman's still got to get back to his match sharpness for me. Yet he's still lacking a little bit of sharpness, but on his day, I think Botman beats Stones. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
think
with Botman.
the one underrated thing about Botman is his strength and, well, maybe not his strength, but his heading ability. I've seen there's been a few times where there's a free kick, Botman gets his head on it, nudges it to the other side of the wall essentially, and we get a goal from it. I've seen that multiple times. He does an
He's more
excellent job
effective,
with
isn't he?
that.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
who won that one?
Botman it is.
Botman.
That's who's won it.
All right, that's
3-1.
fine. Well, hey, listen, I'm good for that one. Now, Akanji's gonna win this one, so it's not even Fabian Scher versus Akanji.
I thought
Not
Akanji was injured.
Yeah, he is.
is he injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so who's gonna play there then?
Well,
Well, this is the dilemma now.
that's the question.
That's the
Who played last time? Somebody Google it. I
I
think
thought
somebody.
Akanji played last
Kanji
time,
played. Yeah, he did.
and he got hurt, huh?
He got hurt in the Real Madrid game.
Oh man,
Um,
that's not. Who could play there? Ake. Sorry, Ake.
oh, okay, I'll come in. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's still better than Char. So there you
I agree with that.
yeah.
go. It was Ake, man. Fuck yeah. Well, it looks like Ake will beat that. Anybody? I mean, anybody want to disagree? Fabian Scher has had a draw season defensively, so
I wonder if Scher scored more goals though.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but that's not what you want him for. That's the thing. That's not what he needs to do. So
No, you don't want to give up the goals that he's
yeah. So okay, well, listen, man, it is what
been
it
a
is.
part of.
Kusanov or something says Beard. That could.
Yeah, Kusanov. They've just signed him. Beat us to
Kusanov.
him. Of course it did.
That's a good
Yeah, but
point.
who's gonna
The
play?
one that we were looking for.
Ake or Kusanov?
Probably Ake will come in.
Exactly. So the next one,
Kusanov has been a little bit hit and miss, if I'm honest, from what I've seen.
the next one is a good one, and it is Mr. Kieran Trippier and Mateus Nunez. I'm gonna go with Trippier, man.
Yeah, I'll probably agree with you.
And I will as well.
Trippier is proper.
Yeah, I agree.
Look
Especially
at
the form he's coming into now. He's back to his.
that. Trippier. Ooh, coming in, winning a battle, man. We haven't seen Trippier win a battle in a long time on the player-by-player. Hasn't been playing in a long time, to be fair. So,
No.
or starting at least.
John Boy 77 is saying Trips loves these games. Yeah,
He does, yeah.
Yep. So, all right, Trips gets that one. Let's move forward. Ooh, so who's gonna be?
Vardiol.
Hey,
Ooh,
man, let me tell you something.
and Hull.
Yeah. Well, Hall.
That's Hall, baby. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
Hall.
Oh, who did I put in here? Hall.
Give me Hall.
Oh,
I mean,
not Hall.
Vardiol, man, that guy can score some beautiful goals, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
well,
again,
He
it's,
does, didn't he?
Vardio, Jusco.
man,
Yeah, we're talking about defensive duties here, though.
that's a
No,
tough
no.
player.
That's the thing. He needs to be able to do both. That's what a left back is, man. Both. Give you both. I think it's a tough one. That is really tough.
And he's only 3 years older at 23. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks like
if I
Martin's
were-
been playing for a while.
Yeah, I think for me, I'd have to go Vardiol.
actually, I'm going to
I'd have
change
to give
mine to
Vardiol.
Vardiol right now, yeah.
Oh,
Hall is not far. He's not far
I'm
off. But,
sticking with
no.
Lewis Hall, me.
No, he's still got a lot to learn, to be fair, as a defender.
but yeah, I'm
Um,
taking
I think
Vardiol.
Vardio is proper, man.
Yeah, he's a great
Like,
player.
if people are saying he plays for England, yeah, but I mean, Vardio plays for Croatia, and I mean that's just not Croatia. Is that Croatia?
Yeah, it's Croatia. yeah.
Croatia. So it's just where you're born. I mean, that has nothing. If Vardio was English, who would play? Vardio all day.
Well,
Probably.
would he?
But I think it's a good one. But
It's
I think-
close. It's not like a blowout, but
No,
you
no,
know,
no.
and again, you have to realize Hall's only 20.
that's credit
I
to.
mean, that shows you how good he is. He's only 20, and he's pushing guys like Vardiol. So
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got to look at it. There ain't many left backs in the Premier League. Well, across all 5 divisions, that can come from the left back area, drive through midfield, go and get into the box, and finish like a centre forward. And
Yeah.
that's what Gvardiol gives you. You know,
Yeah.
them light runs into the box, sometimes into the areas that defenders just don't defend.
Yeah.
And I think that's just being a clever player.
Yeah. I think unfortunately, Mighty Win, you're losing this
I'm
one.
going to have to take the L again.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, Vardio gets that one, and this is we got another one. Tunali versus Kovacic.
No comparison as far as I'm concerned on current form. Tenali every day.
Tonali every day of the week. I agree with you on that. I'm good. Tonali is the best midfielder in the league.
yeah, definitely Tonali for me. I like Kovacic a lot, but yeah, it's Tonali.
Yeah.
I'm
in
just going to shout out John Boy there. He's not being disillusional regarding Hall. I don't think anybody is. I think
no.
for this season, you cannot fault what Hall has done and delivered for the club. I
Yeah,
just think he just needs another season to
Yeah.
to ground himself in that left back position. He still finds himself out of position a lot of the times, and he has been at fault in a couple of our goals conceded. But for his his learning curve has been outstanding this season.
I
yeah.
feel like he's been our most consistent with Sandro. I think both
Oh
he and
yeah, yeah.
Sandro have been our most consistent performers. If Hall can start putting a few, in the back of the net, a few of his opportunities, then you'll really start to see another level with him too.
I'm going
Yeah.
to say he doesn't do enough for me on the attacking phase.
Yeah.
He's starting to work really well, and he does link up play beautifully on that left hand side. He's
Yep.
got a lovely wand of a left foot, but then
Yep.
he stops and then brings the ball back, and you're like, and I think that is because one, his maturity, he's just not there yet. So he's listening to a lot of the senior players around him, and you say
hmm
senior players, Anthony Gordon, and you get this with Miley. When Miley's on the park, whoever says, "Give me the ball," instead of doing something individual, he'll just pass the ball on. And I think he just needs to grow up a little bit now and
hmm
mature within that
I
spot
have I
and
have
make his own decision.
I have seen that out of Hall a few times recently. I think it's been like you just said for the majority of the season, but recently there's been a few opportunities where Hall could have passed it back to Gordon. Gordon's demanding the ball, or Isak even, and Hall's taken the shot or taken a chance or done something else. So you are starting to see that, but
Yeah, yeah,
like you say, you need to
it'll
start
come.
seeing it more consistently and getting some finished product there.
All right. Let's see. Tonali's gonna win this one, so
Yeah,
there it is. And then you got Bruno and Silva, and I'll take Bruno right now.
Me too.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Not Silva's not a great player in this position. To be fair,
No.
he's too weak.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's a given. Um, and then we had to put what Marmouche with Willock. Oof.
Yeah.
And
Marmouche.
Unfortunately,
there we have it.
we're losing that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, Marmouche. Omar Marmouche from Algeria, or no, Egypt. Egypt.
Yep.
Look at that. They might be having another
Yeah.
Pharaoh because Salah is on the way out,
Yep.
and there might be the throne might go to the Egyptian Pharaoh. Well, they don't have a throne. What would they be? The Pharaoh. You know,
Pharaoh.
the Pharaoh thing is going to go to the other. He's going to be the Pharaoh now.
Sorry, you.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyways,
You got
so
to be careful of his Sphinx.
they all end up being mummies anyway. So what's the point?
Push that sphinxter.
Yeah. All right. So Marmouche and Willock. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Mamouche.
Marmouche for me.
Marmouche definitely. So and then we got Gordon.
What about Marmouche versus J7? I'm taking Marmouche still.
Oh,
No,
no, I'd take J7.
tough. I mean, but no, but I think it might be J7. Gordon versus Savinho.
Ooh.
Mm.
Gordon for
I'll go
me.
with Gordon. I'd go with Gordon.
I mean,
Yeah, I think Gordon's done more.
yeah. I think Gordon is certainly. Yeah. I would take him. I would take him over Savinho at this point. Anyways, right wing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't even
listen.
type it in, mate.
Listen,
We can.
we can joke all we want, but Murphy's had a hell of a season. I mean,
He
you look
has.
at his stats; they're pretty freaking. They're good. So
Oh man, yeah. I mean, but we ain't gotta type it in, man. Foden. It's just. I mean, who would you take? I mean,
yeah, obvious. It's obvious. Yeah, but Murphy is he's had a good season. Let's not slag him off too much.
no doubt.
I mean, as after it looks, it could be Foden that unhooks us a little bit because he does really well coming in off that right hand side.
I'll tell you what, Foden's stats. He hasn't done a lot this year, though. And I
Well,
think-
now
had
he's had a poor season compared
Yeah.
to last season, but he has
Well-
had some, same as Trippier, some family issues.
Largely
okay.
because he hadn't been picked as well, by the way.
yeah, and the team's been poor and all that. So,
Yeah.
but
So Lewis Hall is gonna be busy, to say the least. on that end, and many others, center backs included, because he cuts inside.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know that Hall will maybe be so busy, but certainly the centre backs are going to have their hands full with Foden cutting in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know how that. It'll be interesting to see how Eddie handles that.
Yeah, and there is no doubt in my eyes, but we got to put it in there. It's the heavyweights, ladies and Scandinavian heavyweights.
Yeah.
Alexander Isak or Erling Haaland. I think Isak is the best this season.
Yeah.
Although Haaland started really hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started incredible.
Yeah, but he just puts the ball in the net. I know I'm saying just puts the ball in the net.
By the way, look at that. How far have you fallen from Grace that you said you wanted that in a center forward, and now you're leaning towards Isak. So good thing that we've been able to persuade you to think
No.
for
No.
No,
They're
so
two
it's
different
good, it's
types
good.
of players. And out of the
Depends on your
two,
style of play.
and
I don't
right
think
n-
Haaland would suit our style of play.
No.
I
He
agree.
might, man. He might.
Well, I don't know if he the link up with Murphy. Murphy could find Holland in the box, but no, I think I think style wise, it is more of a Isak style on our end.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, Isak, he looks strong from 12 yards onwards. I mean, he's good in the air. He's got that physique. His physicality within the box is really strong. We know his strengths. Ball over the top, he'll get onto, he'll muscle you out, type of thing. And once he's got his body in front of yourself and the ball, it's very difficult to defend
You're
against.
talking about Holland.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
said
Haaland,
Isak.
yeah.
Sorry, I
No,
was getting.
sorry,
I was
yeah.
confused for a
Well,
minute.
Isak's a totally different player because Isak will contribute to some of his own goals
Yeah.
with his own work.
And he makes some beautiful passes. That's something that we've seen from his game this season is his connection with a lot of. I would say 4 or 5, almost all of Murphy's goals have come from an Isak assist.
Well, you look at the Gordon Isak relationship now, and you'll see what I was saying before.
Yeah.
With this new lineup that they've got, there's what Eddie Howe's trying to do is get lads closer to Isak, so he's not on his own, a lot isolated up front. And you've seen a little bit of a chink in the armor a little bit in the past. Recently, it's starting to show a little bit of fruits on the trees, and I think for me, it's a case of Isak drops into the 10 slot a lot. And what we need to start seeing is runners in behind. So, instead of Isak then, like you saw against the Arsenal, where he comes in, gets that great touch, then he gets the touch off his thigh and goes on and hits the post, unfortunately. I mean, it's virtually made by himself. That chance is made by himself. And I think what we need to start seeing is players that are going to take that opportunity of him coming deep and finding the space. And I don't think we've got enough of that in the squad yet.
All right. We got the who's play for both teams. Players who play for both teams now.
Ooh, crikey.
Who would it be? There's a few
man.
we can think of. We're about to give the giveaways in a minute, so stay there, members.
What we're going to do,
Mighty
one each?
win.
So one each. Let's go. Mighty win. Who play for both teams? And people in the chat, please. Players that have played for both.
Oh man.
The mighty win.
Oh, the mighty
All
win.
right, crikey, you're going back a bit now, mate.
Yeah, wow, that's going back, man. That's going back a long time ago. So, all right, I will take your word for it. Gary, who do you think?
Shay Given.
Ooh, that's easy money right there.
Yeah.
That's easy money.
You got me. I can't think of one right now.
I've
Any
got
recent
I've got
ones?
3 or 4.
I've got a couple more. I've got James Milner.
Actually, there's a few. There's quite a few.
I didn't realize Milner played for City.
Yeah.
Or I forgot.
Before he went to Liverpool, I think.
Yeah.
So
Craig Bellamy
Craig Bellamy,
did the same journey as Milner. And
Joey
Steve
Barton.
Howe
Yeah,
Steve Howe. That's
under
Steve
the
Howe.
cosh. He
Yeah.
famously conceded the goal to Shearer in 7 seconds at the park.
Yeah. Joey Barton, infamous
Joey
now.
Barton. Yeah.
So
Ray
what-
Ranson. Ray Ranson played for them, didn't he?
What about? Oh man, he was
He-
Sylvain
didn't-
Destin.
Sylvain, yeah.
Oh man,
Stuart Pearce.
Stuart Pearce, Laurent Charvet,
Charvet did he?
Yeah.
Laurent. for a few. Yeah, he did play for both. Andy Cole.
Yeah, Andy Cole.
Wow.
For
Andy
Man
Cole was
City.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Andy Cole was there as a kid, wasn't he?
he played 2005, 22
Oh, is
games
it too? I thought it was as a kid.
for 2005 to the
Well,
22
that must have
games.
been after he left Man United.
Didn't
Yeah.
Sibierski play for them as well?
Um,
Oh, he did.
Antoine
Antoine
Sevier.
Sibierski.
Yeah, I was disappointed with him when he came because I thought he was good. And he never got a chance.
No,
Yeah,
well, he
Yeah.
went to them after from us, didn't he? Wasn't it the season after? He went from us
No, I
then
thought we
then to
signed him
City.
from them.
Oh, was it the other way around? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that,
we
wasn't it?
signed him from them,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he played
Sa-
his first couple of games. Yeah, I thought, oh, this kid looks all right because I'd never heard of him before.
Peter Beersley.
Oh yeah, Peter. Rodman.
Eh?
Yeah,
Peter
Peter
City.
Beersley.
Yeah, man. Oh, look at the mighty one. You're a fake fan, man. You didn't know Peter Beersley played for City?
I know
Yeah,
he played for about 20 clubs, but I didn't know City was one of them. You know,
Yeah,
I knew
he only
played
played. He only played 4 or 5 games though, didn't he? He
Everton
didn't
and
play much because he was
Bournemouth,
injury stricken.
Bolton, and
He played for
all the
City.
Lancashire teams.
Hell yeah, man.
No, I didn't know.
Darren Huckabee. We mentioned that, I think.
Oh,
Hookers,
I
yeah.
can't
Stephen
remember him
Ireland.
playing for them either.
Even Ireland. Wow.
Stephen Ireland.
Yeah,
What
Stephen
about
Island.
what
He was
about
rubbish.
Ray
Yeah.
Ranson?
Ray Ransom.
Back in the day,
Back in the 90s, early 90s, man.
I wouldn't.
Tommy Wright. We didn't
I
mention
wouldn't
him.
remember
Oh,
that.
Tommy. Yeah, Tommy.
Tommy Wright in the chat. Somebody mentioned that. But Beer Viking.
Tommy Wright,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tommy. John Burridge. Says Kieran Woods.
Burridge.
John Burridge.
Yeah, man. We got a lot, man.
Did
I'm
he?
telling you.
Yeah.
Dietmar Hamann.
Eh?
Oh my God, yeah.
We
Dietmar
got a
Hamann.
lot. We
Where
share
the
a
hell?
lot.
What, from Liverpool?
Yeah.
Man,
Well,
we're talking about Man City, man.
he went after us. It was it mid 2000s, wasn't it? Dieter Harmon at City.
He played for City.
Well, he left us. He
2009.
went to Liverpool, won a Champions League, and then I can't remember him going to City from Liverpool.
He was there for 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
So we share a lot. We share a lot. No wonder they call us you know
The old grey matters going here.
the
Peter Beardsley, Andy Cole,
yeah, man.
man. What?
Yeah. I know there's a few of them, but I mean
I mean-
that was obviously when they were starting to buy a lot of.
Right.
I mean they were buying names, to be fair, and a lot of the players that went to City were crocs. If I'm honest with you.
Oh, at the end of their career,
Yeah.
you were surprised about Laurent Chabet as well.
Yeah.
Mighty win.
Just because he wasn't much of a player.
Yeah, Diemar Haman. So yeah, we got a few. Certainly got a few, ladies and gents. So all right, shall we go through the predictions real quick for the tournament? So all right, predictions before we go to the draw real quick. Gary says 1-1 to 2 and antagonizing Jordy. We don't have your prediction yet, so please get a hold of us. Send your prediction. I say 1-1 as well. Queen of Hearts says 1-1. A lot of 1-1s. RG Fox. We don't have anything on RG Fox. Hail Cesar says 1-2 Newcastle. Jordy Tune for life. Nothing on him. Beer Viking. We don't have your prediction, man. Oh, we do. We maybe because Mighty Win doesn't look at the YouTube post.
I've looked at the chat and YouTube. I can't see anything there.
All right, so Beer Viking, need your prediction. We need Ben's predictions as well. Mighty Win says 2-1 Newcastle. Roy says 2-2. Ian Fleming, we need your predictions. I guess you haven't, which is not usual. But Beer Viking is going with a 3-1 Newcastle. So 3-1, there you go, Beer Viking. Ian Fleming, we need yours. Harry Austin says 2-1 Newcastle. Amrit 2-1 Newcastle. Niall Powell, we need your prediction. Mighty Mag 3-2 Newcastle. Steve Rock the Tune says 2-2 a draw. Elias says 3-1 the Tune. Jamie says 1-1. Ronald Turnbull, we need his predictions. Jonathan Shaw says 3-0 Newcastle. Key 88 says 3-1 Newcastle. Steve McCullough 2-1 Man City. You got a 2-0 Man City from DX. Andy Bell says 2-2. Olfer says 2-0 Newcastle. Josh says 3-0 Newcastle. We need something for George Eaton. 5-0 says PDK. Wow. Newcastle.
And I double checked that, and he doubled down on it.
3-1 Beard goes for Man City. Paul says 2-2. Oh no, that's Trolls.
Trolls.
Trolls is 2-2. We need Paul, Markey, Foxy, and Brian Scott. So Brian Scott, what happened to Brian Scott, man?
No
He
idea.
is gone. It is free Brian Scott says.
Well, what happened to Paul?
Be a Viking says 3-1 in the chat there.
Yeah, I've got that.
You got that one?
Yeah. So that is that. We got a members draw. We certainly do, ladies and gentlemen. So
Let's
please,
do it.
let's do it real quick.
What's
And
the hashtag?
so the hashtag will be. Let me
City
give you
Smasher.
because we got to turn the chat into members only. So if you're not a member, unfortunately, you will not be able to chat. But you can become a member now. So you got time. You got time, ladies and gentlemen. We can member only, and the hashtag is hashtag NTTV25. Hashtag NTTV25.
Is it lowercase, Chris?
It doesn't matter. But I put it uppercase just in case you want to be triple sure. NTTV25. There we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, there it is right there. You can see it in front of your screen. Hashtag NTTV25. So don't waste any time. Get it done. Let me get myself sorted here. And we're going to be giving away 2 mugs. Highway the Lads mugs, and then you got the Bruin, the Geordie Bruin, and some stickers for you. So there you go.
Oh, there's not many in here. Oh, there's Lewis in.
I'm going to say
Yeah,
Lewis is
come on,
in.
man.
There's a few
Five.
in.
PDK is 5-0 to tripling down now. So come on, hashtag NTTV25. Let's go. Hashtag NTTV25. Beer Viking. Get Gallant to Wembley. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. So come on. Hashtag NTTV. Actually, I gotta do it, man.
Oh, there's beer.
You better not be expecting if I win it to give it back. NTTV25. Betsy, come on, man. We gotta win. Hashtag NTTV25. So there you go. We got a lot of them. Hashtag NTTV25. Let's go. Don't waste. Not a lot of members on tonight.
That doesn't look to be a lot there to me compared to normal.
No. Today's just an off day for some folks, I
Because there
guess.
was a lot of memberships gifted today as well.
That's true. That's
The
true.
new guys.
None of them
Yep.
are in. None of the
Alexander
new ones.
Plenty in there. John Boy. We actually do got news to talk about, so I don't even know why we ended the show. I got some news lined up here, man. We're gonna have to.
Oh, that's John Boy 77.
Yeah.
I heard from Maddie that we weren't going to extend Wilson.
Well, that's something that we need to talk about. All right, let's go for the. Meanwhile, we still got a lot of time. 3 other giveaways. So let me see real quick. I need to get this thing sorted. All right.
What's the hashtag?
So what we're giving away first is the Highway the Lads mug, and Highway the Lads is for the mighty win if he wins it. So there you go. Let us go for the mug. Let's see. And we can, let me just double check though. All right. So let us start. 15 entries. Who is the first winner?
Come on.
Who is the first winner? The Highway the Lads mug goes to, man, how long is this going to spend, man? Come on. 25 seconds. Is it Kitty? Is it Mercury Dime, Gary Brent? Oh, me right had it.
Ian again.
Come on, man. Ian, anybody knew he was going to get it, man.
He didn't come in till late either.
And,
He's the last one.
oh, man. Ian gets all the prizes, man. My goodness.
Jeez,
Beer
that's
called it.
look, get the lottery on here.
Yeah, get in. Well done. Do
Hashtag-
you want lads or lassies, Ian?
Exactly. So the mug, Mighty went write it down.
I've got it.
The Highway the Lads mug goes to Ian Fleming. So we have to get his details, of course. We already got it. I mean, he's
think
one
I've
of
I was
got
going to
them,
say, yeah, I think he's the only one you've got, hasn't he?
exactly.
Him and Queenie.
So, yeah.
Oh, Queenie's not in tonight, is she?
No, I haven't seen her.
No.
Like that way, no, unfortunately. All right, shall we go then for the other one, which is going to be the Jordan Bruin mug.
Ooh.
Good one. That's a good one right there. So Jordy Bruin mug goes. Let me start again. And if Ian Fleming wins it, obviously he won't get it. We'll do it again. So there
No,
we go.
you can do that.
No. So 3 different winners.
If Ian wins this time, we know the fix is in, and he needs to
Yeah,
lose all of
exactly.
his
The last one.
all of his gifts.
So who is the second winner, ladies and
Slow
gentlemen?
in.
Second winner. Oh, Alexander, there you go. Gary, John Boy, Brand.
Hey, John
John Boy.
There
Well
was
done,
2
Johnny
John
boy.
Boy 77s in there.
No, man, it's just just keeps going. Damn, Wayne, why you
Oh,
got?
come on, Wade.
Come on, man. Stop
You know
that.
you want the stickers.
So there you go. That it goes to John Boy. So congrats to John Boy.
Well
John
done, John.
Boy, please go to the website nufctalk.tv. Give us your details, information. Tell us you won the prize. It's John Boy, and then we'll get it sent to you immediately. So please do that on the website nufctalk.tv, or you can just email the mighty win at tmw. Let me put, or you can just email this twat right here. nufctalk.tv. You send an email to that guy, and do not give him any card information, any banking information, man. He's gonna ask for it. Do not put it. It's all scam. It's a scam. So, anyways,
No
uh,
social security numbers, nothing of that nature.
I don't think they have that over there. But what do you guys got over there? ID number?
No,
National insurance
national
number.
insurance.
Is that the number you can't give away to nobody?
Well, you give it away. It means
Give it
nothing to
away.
anybody else, really.
Fucking hell. Anyways, so okay, last draw. Keep putting the hashtag NTTV 25 if you haven't. But
What again?
Well,
No,
no, it just
no, I
carries
mean,
on from the
you
people
haven't.
that have already done
Ah,
it.
right.
You haven't. Damn, man, he wants to put it 20 times, man. He wants to get the damn. Oh man. And this is, by the way, the first one was for December. The second one was for January, and this one is for February. Which actually we should have waited until the end of the month. I don't know why we're doing this one so early. But anyways, so the last one, some stickers for you, for your kids, for your parent, for your car, for your whatever, for your phone. Let's
Oh.
go right now.
This is for me trike, this one.
There it is. Who's going to be the winner, ladies and gentlemen? Now, we got Gary scrolling through. We got John Boy. Can't win John Boy again. Alessandro Benetti, Beer Viking, Newcastle fan, Kenny W, Brent. Oh, Gary thought, Beard is going to No. Quack. You can't do it. No. Not on the same night. The rules are,
Oh, he's a cheater, man. He hacked the system.
Yeah.
that is crazy, man. That is insane. That it's on another level of corruption in this channel. Let's go. Who's the third winner then? If he gets it again, man.
He's got that magnet on the roulette wheel, mate.
Gets it again. You've got to give him it.
No. We need to spread the love, man. Spread the love. Come on, John Wayne, Patty Pack.
It's gonna be him
It's gonna
again.
be him.
It's gonna be him again.
He
Well done,
had one
Hals.
as well. He got the stickers last time as well.
Did he?
Oh, did he? Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
Who wants the stickers?
Yeah, no one's anyways. So there it is. Justice for Ian's beer, right? Well, now Hells is gonna have plenty of stickers. So it says, yeah, he already has the stickers as Hells are, but well, I mean, you're gonna have to take them.
You can gift them.
You can gift them somebody else, mate. Unfortunately, but there it is. There. Well, I mean, we can probably do something else, can't we? To be fair.
I'll find something else for you, Hells.
No, it ain't no fun because I pay for it. So you're not about to just say.
Halsey saying
jersey.
draw again. Halsey saying draw again.
Okay, we're gonna go for something else. Would you like another mug? Would you like a mug? We can probably do a mug. The Jordy Bruin.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do
Yeah,
the Jordy Bruin mug. Let's do that.
yeah. Let's do that.
So yeah, there you go.
We'll
Hill.
give him something.
You'll take that. So 2 Jordy Bruin mugs, one for John Boy, the other one for
Hells.
Hellstar, and there you go.
You love a mug. Yeah, there
John
you go.
Boy 77, Ian and Hells.
Superb. Well done, boys.
Well done, lads. Thank you so much for your kind support. We're gonna have to find another day to talk about these news, but
Next time we do this drawing, the Ian doesn't need to be around.
right, we need to do it. We need to do it sometime when he's not on. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for
So we
coming.
can do it after the presser tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, we could do.
And thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye. How are the
Away
lads?
the lads.
Away the lads and lasses, Ben.